Yo, what's up? This is Renz, Coach Renz. So this video will get reposted on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's going to be a short live. It's going to be a short live. We talk about a bunch of different things on my channels, but one of the things we talk about is finances every now and then. And the financial conversation that I'm going to have with you today, the gentleman who actually is leading the charge on this, he's sitting next to me, but he's camera shy and all that bullshit. All right. But I'm going to tell you something that I'm doing because through talking to my pseudo financial advisor over here. Let's see, his accolade. What are your accolades? You are a college professor in finance and what else?
Accounting.
And accounting. So he's a college professor in finance and accounting. So every now and then there comes an opportunity for people to short the market in the sense that rich people do. If you know anything about finances or the market, you know that most people become wealthy when there's a drop in the market. Much like the 2008, 2010 bust. Is that about right time frame?
Yep.
2008, 2010 bust, when the housing market crumbled. If you've seen that movie, The Big Short, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen that movie, go check out that movie. It's heavy dialogue, so if you're looking for an action movie, that's not what that is. But if you pay attention, right now our economy, the American economy, the world economy, is actually about to go through the same experience that we had in that 2008, 2010 time frame when the housing market crashed. Most people didn't make any money during that time frame. But I'm going to tell you how me and this camera shy joker over here are shorting the market, and many other people in the cigar world, in the Atlanta cigar world, are shorting the market right now based on this gentleman's advice. Right? So,
is this sweet D2?
yeah, this sweet D2.
Oh, right.
That is for me. Only one?
Yeah, I'll double check before I leave. I pull away, but that's the only
Okay.
one I got on my truck.
It might be both. It might be in there.
Because, there's like 4 trucks per day. I'm just one of 4 that hit this area, so.
Appreciate it.
All right, gentlemen, have a good day.
Getting ready to take a long bike ride tomorrow. I had to get me an extra extra seat. But anyway, sorry for the interruption. Amazon cometh. But anyway, so we're shorting the market the same way that people did in 2008 for the Big Short. Another time frame that people shorted the market and made an ass ton of money was back in 2020. All right. Now, all the market indicators, and of course, I'm only doing this based on his advice because he also has more money than I have invested in this process. This is not an MLM or nothing like that. This is you going and doing it on your own. Now, I'll give you guys my Webbull if you want to use that as a reference and using Webbull to do this. Brother get some extra shares. But here's the deal, and make sure I'm explaining it right. That's why you're here. All right. So basically, on the stock market, what you have are funds, inverse funds.
Right? Wait, before you start.
Okay, see, this is why you should be doing it, not me.
You are not a financial advisor.
Oh, yeah.
Neither am I.
I am not a financial advisor, and neither is he.
So this is just opinion based.
This is opinion based.
And you should speak with your financial advisor.
And speak with your
this.
financial advisor about it. As we said before, he's a college professor for finance and accounting. I'm just a serial entrepreneur who jumps at opportunities when I see one. All right, that better?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, this joke. So anyway, a lot of people in the Atlanta cigar industry are doing this because of him, because he's a cigar guy. So anyway, when you look at the market right now, the market is pretty much mirroring what happened in 2008. Whereas we see, all you guys know, rent prices are crazy high, housing prices are crazy high, and income levels are not matching. The consumer index is way off balance in the same way it was back then. The housing market, I think back then it was like 30%. No, it was like, what was the housing market was above the consumer index? It was like 20, 30%.
Yeah, it was like 40%.
Like 40%. And now the housing market index is
45%.
about 45%. So the situation, the season is right. So what we did is we picked 4 inverse funds, right? Now, these inverse funds, what they do is unlike going and trying to short a company, like if like let's say you think that a company is about to come out or have a disaster or they about to get sued to take over or something like that, and um, I'm not doing any inviting anybody else in right now, and you go and short that one company based on information you have about that one company. What inverse funds are doing is they go across an entire sector, or multiple sectors, and they're shorting the entire thing. Like they're shorting the housing market, the IT market, and many other markets, the oil industry. So you're shorting a bunch of markets within these 4 index funds that we've chosen, and like right now, one of them, SQQQ, is shorting the S&P,
The NASDAQ.
the NASDAQ, and yeah, when you look at it, as the NASDAQ goes up, the inverse goes down. Right now is a perfect time to buy those, even though they still may go down a little bit over the next couple of weeks, but we never know when the market is going to just bust. He's predicting the market will ultimately bust sometime within the next 6 months, especially after the elections, because that's when the market burst in 2008, was after the elections. So in that's when the expectation is that whatever money you put into an inverse fund right now, you should make minimum around 3 times your money, roughly. At the high end, 20 times your money. If the market really collapsed like it did in 2008, 20 times your money. So basically, you put $1,000 in.
I'd say anywhere from 2 to 10 times your money.
Anywhere from 2 to 10 times. So you put $1,000 in, you make $2,000, or you make $20,000. In the next 6 to 8 months. Right? Now, when that happens, the expectation is also, if you want to be safe with that money when you make it, you can then take that and put it into the S&P. The S&P or the NASDAQ, the Dow, normally will have about an 8% increase per annual. So you can watch that money increase 8% per annual over the course of the next 10, 15, 20 years. Or you can be less risk averse like myself, and the expectation is that Bitcoin at that time frame will drop roughly about $1,500 to $1,000 a coin. You take whatever money you made, you buy the coins. Let's say I'm an optimist, I'm a supreme optimist, so I'm gonna use the numbers that I like, but for y'all's sake, I'm gonna be halfway. Let's say you 10 times your money, you got $1,000 in there, you go 10 times your money, you make $10,000. Say Bitcoin drops to $1,000, you buy 10 coins. That's great. Now, over the course of the next year, Bitcoin will go back up to about $70 a coin. But then March of 2024, Bitcoin will halve, which when it halves, those Bitcoins that are at 70,000 will then be worth 140,000. If you got 10 coins at 140,000, that's $1.4 million. See, easy math. Am I guaranteeing that? No, because I'm not a financial advisor, and neither is he. See how I threw that back in there again? Yeah. So, but the fact that the market is indicating that it is going to crash, to get into an inverse fund right now and over the next month, I would say personally, if you're going to do it, you need to be at least in it $500 to $1,000 or more in the next month. I ain't going to tell you how much money he has invested in it because that's his own private information. He got about $10,000, $12,000 in it. I don't care. I'll tell your business. They don't even know who you are. So he's put about $10,000 to $12,000 in it. By the time we get to the end of next month, I'll probably have somewhere around $5,000 to $6,000 in it. If I can put more in it, I will. But the thing about it, how do you recognize an inverse fund? So, see, he just told me which ones were inverse funds. So I know. So inverse funds, the 4 that we're dealing with is, and you might want to write this down. Give you a second to write this down. Give y'all a second to get ready to write the name of the inverse funds down. So
before that, you say
before
that
that.
you're in Google inverse ETFs.
Google inverse ETFs.
And you'll see there's all different types that short all different types of industries.
Mhm.
So in that way, you can see the industry that you think might fall further than everything else, whether it's banking or healthcare or technology or semiconductors or whatever else. There's funds that short each of those specific industries. Then there's also funds that short entire indices: the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000, the entire Nasdaq 100. There's all different types of shorts you can do. So, as a general sense, when the market goes up, these go down. And when the market goes down, these go up. So, in a general sense, if you think that the market is going to correct itself very significantly over the next few months or the next year, this is a great way to make money on the downturn when otherwise you could be losing money being in the regular market.
And yes, that's a reverse ETF.
Inverse.
Inverse. That's what I say. Reverse. Inverse ETF. I don't usually do stocks. Shit, I haven't done a stock since. You know, last time I did a stock is when I had some inside information, sort of inside information. I was just playing. I ain't having no inside information. No, but the last time I actually invested in a stock is when I heard that Lee Iacocca was coming back to Chrysler back in like 91, 92, 91. And I bought some Chrysler stock. That's when he came out with the Intrepid and all that. And I made I bought in at $9 a share, and in 6 months it was at $17 a share. You know, that's how I don't do stocks. I build shit like this. I build businesses. So if I'm doing this, that means I actually understand it. I don't understand it fully, but I understand it enough that I trust this joker. And plus, because he got $10,000 to $12,000 of his own money involved in it, see, I don't do shit that people don't put their own money into. Anytime somebody wants you to invest and they don't have their own money into it, you should run. But the four that I use, the four inverse ETF funds that I put my money in, that he put his in, are SQQ. SQQQ. Come on.
What other ones are you in? I don't know. UVXY. That's a volatility.
UVXY.
Which is a little bit different. It's not so much an inverse. It's something that follows the VIX, the volatility index, where whenever the market drops, the VIX always shoots up.
Y'all heard that? You see why you should be doing this and not me?
Yeah.
And then the other ones were, because it's on my phone, so I can't look at it. Go to your phone. You see why he's not helpful right now? You see why he should be doing this and not me? But he don't want to be on camera. I'm going to tell y'all his name. His name is... I just wait. I just want to give him the four that you recommended that I did, which was the SQQQ.
Yes. Then there's
the UVXY.
Then there's the small cap, which shorts the Russell 2000, called SRTY. And then there's one that specifically shorts Facebook, Netflix, Google, Amazon, Apple, called FNGD.
Those are the four that I took $1,000 and I spreaded it. Around those four. Now I do play around with it, do a little day trading here and there, but don't just put it in there, let it sit. Don't even pay attention to it. Don't get all into a frantic when you see that the Dow goes up and all that kind of mess. And then because the end is coming, this drop is gonna happen. You know, I was looking to buy a house over here close to the cigar lounge, and the prices they wanted for those houses, I was like, they out of their goddamn mind. You know, so I had to go about 15 minutes away. But just like in 2008, same thing happened. I saw all those prices of them houses. I said, nope, I'm not doing shit. And then I waited, and around 2011, 2012, no, it was 2012, went in there, was snatching up houses because they was cheap compared to how they were. Because there was houses like 700,000 that dropped back down to like 390. So when I tell you that and I went and did some more research and looked at what was going on in 2008, it's pretty much the same thing. The Fed tried to prop up the market. you know, around this time frame, just like they're trying to do right now. And then after the election, the Fed was like, well, election's over, fuck it. And they allowed for the market to correct itself. Everything crashed, and then everything comes back. So if you want to do this, probably open up something I don't want right now. Send me an email, and I'll send you the 4 funds that I'm involved in. I'll send you a link to Webbull if you're not using some other format to buy your to get your to be able to buy into these. And for you guys on here, I'm going to, how do I do a comment? That is the question. Oh, nope, that ain't it. Y'all see I don't do lives that often on TikTok, so I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, so the email address, I'm just going to say it. Let's see, which one I want y'all to send it to. Send it to Mastering You, Mastering You, the number 10, at gmail.com. So that's MASTERINGYOU, the number 1, the number 0, at gmail.com. Send an email to that one. Send me your email, and I'll take the time to make sure that I send you guys the 4 funds the 4 inverse ETF funds that we're involved in, as well as a link to Webbull so you can get your Webbull account, and then you'll be able to monitor it and that sort of thing. And I'm going to save your email. I'm going to save send me your phone number as well. Send me your cell phone number. Because when it's time if something foolish happens and it's time to get out, I'll send you a text to get out. Because he has an emergency text to let everybody know when the shit go down. So when to either throw a bunch of money in because it's bursting, or if it's stocks, it's business. If things aren't going the way it's supposed to go, then take all your money out. So send me your email. Send me an email. Send me your phone number, your cell phone. I'll put you on. I'm gonna put you on his emergency text so that I ain't got to text nothing. So if you get a strange text from the number you don't know that's saying get out of this shit or buy more, that'll be him. I ain't gonna tell you his name since he don't want to be on the camera and everything. But yo, that's how I'm gonna end this video. Because we got some more people in the lounge right now. Another gentleman came in. I don't want to harass him, make him feel like he got to be all quiet and shit over there. You know. But yeah. Lastly, for everybody who's on here and you follow my channel, thank you. Let's see. Somebody put Mastering You, the number 10 at gmail.com. Thank you. Appreciate that. I ain't got my reading glasses, so I can't even see what your name is, so I can give you a proper thanks. JC. Appreciate that. Put the Webbull in your bio. That's an idea. I could do that. All right. But yeah, so send me your info, and I'll do that for you. Like I was just about to say, next week, I haven't picked a day yet, but I'm going to start doing lives every night around 10:30. So it's either going to be a Sunday night, Monday night. It won't be a Monday night. So a Sunday, no, it won't be a Sunday because football season about to start, and sometimes we here late. So it's either going to be a Tuesday or Wednesday night, 10:30. We'll start doing lives. If you guys have subject matters that you want to talk about on the lives, because I talk about the religious, the spiritual thing. I talk a little bit about finances, talk a little bit about relationships, and black people as far as figuring out, I have a plan on how we can overcome all this bullshit that we deal with. So yeah, that's what those lives are going to be about. Your suggestions are greatly appreciated, and I thank you guys for being here on this live. We've had a great time. And with the side voice over there who should have did the video himself, it's cool. I'm also doing this video because I don't want to have to explain this to the 80 members of my family that lives in Atlanta and have to go explain it over and over again. So for my family members, this is all for you guys so that I don't have to explain it, because I had to explain it to my brother, and I know I'm going to have to explain it to a couple of my cousins and a whole bunch of other people. So it's the one-time explainer. But I wanted you guys to have an opportunity, to do the same. It shouldn't be something that just kept for people who go to the cigar lounge and have an opportunity to sit next to this joker and he explained it. nor just my family members and friends. So y'all have a great day. And as I say on all my videos, remember you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good vibrations, good journeys. And this part is going to be stupid because I don't know how to stop this. Oh, maybe that's it. Ha ha.